What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here. What I've got for your face balls today, we're going to be talking about some Jack Wolf knives. Specifically the Jack Wolf K9 Jack. Of course, it comes with the can with the artwork. Here is the K9 Jack. Check out the dog. The thing, it looks fantastic. And there's a little RoboCop version of Mr. Jack Wolf himself. Really cool artwork. You know, of course, you get the Jack Wolf logo embossed in the lid. And here is the Walk and Talk Jack Wolf Knives sticker. Of course, you get the leather pocket slip, comes with the knife, and the POG right there with the K9 Jack artwork. With this particular model, you get the orange cleaning cloth with the Jack Wolf logo. Looks fantastic, and these cleaning cloths are just wonderful. That's what you're getting from Jack Wolf Knives. Plus, you're going to get some special stuff from OCD for EDC. Right now, we're doing a little promotion deal. We got some really funny shit show knives, and anyone that purchases a knife from OCD for EDC, if you buy a Jack Wolf, you're going to get the slap bracelet, which I'm actually in a hotel at the moment, so I don't have one of those with me. But you're also going to get a sticker pack, and which the sticker pack includes stickers from a bunch of different channels and whatnot. But you're also going to get a epic shit show knife that will come along with this, which they are hilarious. So I don't have one of those to show you either, but yeah, just know that for a limited time we're going to do it until we run out of them. But we do have several of them, so they're pretty fantastic. So if you buy a Jack Wolf knife, you buy the K9 Jack, certainly they'll be included with all the K9 Jacks. You will get a shit show knife along with your purchase of the K9 Jack. But I wanted to talk about this thing because the K9 Jack, it's an interesting design for sure. And I get that the aesthetic of this, it may be kind of an acquired taste once you look at it. However, it is so good in hand. So this is the one that I've decided to, buy myself. And I dig the carbon fiber. I think it looks great. This offset down here, it's just so comfortable in hand. It fits so perfectly. I haven't used a ton of traditional knives in the past, and so the dog leg pattern is not something that I was super familiar with. However, it's so comfortable in hand that I'm kind of mad at myself that I never gave one of these a chance before. But the big thing here that I want to show you guys is this thing is an absolute scalpel. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here in just a moment. I want to move a couple of these things out of the way. Set that so that the tin doesn't roll away. Now, you guys all know that the Jack Wolf knives come with M390 blades, and you guys, at this point, anyone watching any of the Jack Wolf knife stuff, you know how fantastic the build quality is on these knives. M390 blade, super bitchin', hollow ground. They're just gorgeous. The fit and finish, and I don't need to keep going on about that. But out of all the Jack Wolf models that have released so far, this spear point blade on this K9 Jack is the tallest blade of the bunch. And because of that reason, the hollow grind that's going on here, and you can also see that beautiful swedge up on top, just gives a little visual interest. But because of how deep that hollow grind is and how tall that blade is, this is by a pretty big margin. And all the Jack Wolfs, all of them, every single model, have been laser beams for blades. But this one specifically has been the best cutting geometry out of every single model, and it's because of how deep the hollow is and how tall the blade is. And so, just to put it into perspective, let me zero out my calipers here. I'm going to get just an overall measurement on the blade real quick. So 2.863 inches. And then I'm going to get a blade stock thickness, which is 116 thousandths. And the height of the blade, We'll go at its tallest point here, about like that. So almost 8/10 of an inch. So just over 3/4 of an inch. But let me show you this, guys. So I'm going to give you a measurement behind the edge. Look at that, 7/1000ths. 7/1000ths behind the edge on this Jack Wolf knife. This thing is so freaking thin. It is just amazing. And I don't know if you guys can see or not. If I can get the light, you can see how tiny that secondary bevel is on that blade. This thing is going to strop. I mean, hell, when they're this thin, you can just strop it on your pants. You know, it's amazing. Just to put that into perspective, I got my Benchmade shootout here, and the shootout is a thin blade in comparison to most Benchmades. You know, this is, let's see what we got here. Yeah, 90/1000ths blade stock here. This thing is, let's see, 14 thou behind the edge on the shootout, which is crazy thin for a Benchmade knife, and that's awesome. But look at the secondary. If I can show it off. Look at the secondary bevel there, and then look at it. trying to get the light to reflect on both of them. Okay, there we go. Yeah, look how small the secondary bevel. You can see it right up here at the belly if I hold it just right. Look how small that is in comparison to the shootout secondary. And that's because that secondary bevel is directly reflective of how thick the blade is behind the edge. So if you lay back the sharpness, you know, you're going to have a taller, or if you lay back that secondary bevel, it's going to grow in height because the blade is thicker right behind the edge. I want to show you guys something. So it's 7 thou behind the edge, and then let's go up to, okay, so I'm that far up the blade with my calipers, and I am 15/1000ths, if you guys can see that, 15/1000ths blade thickness that far up. That is incredible. The other knife that I have handy here, my Maximet Para 3. This thing is, let's see, thickness behind the edge. Yeah, okay, 24 behind the edge. And yeah, look at the secondary bevel on that thing in comparison to the Jack Wolf. You know, this thing's thicker behind the edge than the Jack Wolf is halfway up the blade. So, you know, people want to talk about good cutting geometry. It doesn't get any better than this. Like, it just doesn't. You don't get hollow grinds like this. I don't know of any other knife coming out of the box that's only 7/1000ths behind the edge. Like, I don't know of any. You would have to get a custom ground blade to get cutting performance like this Jack Wolf is going to give you. This thing is an absolute scalpel. Anyway, guys, if you're interested in picking up something that is quite possibly the sliciest production knife available today, I don't know of anything that's better than this. This is going to be the most aggressive blade grind and thickness behind the edge of any production knife that I am aware of. There might be something else out there, not for an EDC knife anyway. You know, hospital scalpels might be thinner than that. I mean, it's crazy how thin it is. We're getting into like straight razor territory here. Stuff that you don't even really need to put a secondary bevel on. You just strop it and that's it. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this. Hopefully you guys will check this out. I really hope that some of you take advantage because we do still have a few of these left in stock. So go to the website, pick them up. You will not be disappointed in this knife, I promise you. The fit and finish is just incredible, but the ergos are so freaking good. And with how slicey and amazing that blade is, anybody that's actually into pocket knives and the performance of them is going to be blown away at the performance of this knife. So go check them out on the website. Take advantage of the extra stuff that we're sending along to you because it's pretty good stuff. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I'm going to catch you next time. I'm out of here. Peace.